let's move on to the one and only Nintendo.
To me.
Yeah, Nintendo, they kind of, I don't know, I feel like last year was a big year for them, obviously.
Yeah, 2 giant games that came out.
So, let's kind of think outside the box again. Now, this one is a prediction. I don't know if it was leaked. I saw something somewhere, so maybe it is leaked. So, maybe my prediction ends up being a leak, but I didn't know it was a leak. But anyway, my first prediction is that Dragon Ball FighterZ, I used to say Fighter Z, but FighterZ is going to be on the Switch. Going to be announced for the Switch.
I can see it. I agree. I concur.
You concur?
I concur.
I think there was a poll for that to happen. I feel like if they...
There was a poll for Goku to be in Smash Brothers, which leads into my prediction.
Let's talk about that prediction. That prediction's a lot better.
So I do think Goku will be in Smash Brothers. I think he has enough of the history on the Nintendo systems. I think he was voted by a lot of fans when they were doing all the voting for the characters. And it just makes more sense to me because, what was it, like, there was never Final Fantasy VII on Nintendo, but they have Cloud. You know, so to me, I think it works. There is a caveat to that. I do think that if they don't do adult Goku, because he'd probably be like super overpowered, a lot of people would think, or be upset that he was overpowered, depending on what moveset they gave him. I do think that something like Kid Goku can play a little bit more into what the style of fighting is for that game. So like the power pole, the Nimbus, the Kamehameha would be the actual Super Smash or whatever. I think that would play a little bit better than if you just had adult Goku, Ultra Instinct, just like
destroy the
Like,
universe. Just like snap his finger.
Changes into Ultra Instinct form, and it's just a universe destroys the entire map.
Just chaos. He just like sits there.
So I think that makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I can't. It's gonna be hard to imagine that.
Imagine Kid Goku though.
But that's the thing.
Yeah,
Kid Goku makes sense.
Yes.
Like it was hard for me to imagine like the first time the reveal for Solid Snake when he came out of the box. You're like, wait, what? But that makes sense because it was on Twin Snakes was on GameCube.
Yeah. So
you can have that happen. With this, Kid Goku, that does make sense.
But I just don't know if it would because adult Goku is much more iconic than Kid Goku.
Well,
so it's like a dilemma. But I do think that it would make more sense to have Kid Goku in that kind of a fighting realm.
Yeah. Well, then you're going to get the thing, too, because if you just have Goku in his base and not have the Super Saiyan forms of something, people are going to be like, oh, well, you don't have Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think the Kid Goku thing. But then again, I don't know if that's even... I don't know.
Kid Goku, Master Roshi. All works.
Kid Goku, Master Roshi. That'd be interesting.
Jackie Chun. Going real deep.
There you go. Jackie Chun. So it'd be like a Dragon Ball itself theme. Hey, listen, I'm up for that. Absolutely. I think that's a fantastic idea.
Part of John was looking at me, you're crazy, Karma.
But it's not, it's the fact that there's a huge pull for it.
There was
something that people want.
Yeah. And like I said, I feel like they've only ever done Japanese characters. They've never done like Western characters.
Yeah.
Like even Snake and Cloud, that's all Japanese oriented video game characters. So
I'm just picturing the reveal trailer.
And just think about this.
Have like a sneak.
They're doing the Famicom with Goku on the cover, right?
Yes, the golden Famicom. 50th
pro quo,
Shonen Jump anniversary.
Talking to the Illuminati, Goku's gonna be in Smash.
I like it. I like that prediction.
I do too.
I hope it happens.
I hope so too.
But it's like at the same. I don't know. It's like you hope it happens. I hope it's done right. I hope people enjoy it. I hope it's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be good. They'll have an old Dragon Ball level and everything.
Yeah. His house.
There you go. That or Snake Way.
Or the Lookout.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. For like, I'm just thinking like Smash levels. Snake Way. I guess you'd be dead if you're there.
Yeah. King Kai's place.
They have King Kai's place. Small little planet.
With Snake Away in the front.
Yeah, I like it. See? Make it happen now. You have to. Alright, so, speaking of, we were talking about the classic before. This is...
Nintendo Classic. SNES.
My prediction is they'll announce the N64 Mini. Now, this is kind of far-fetched because I don't know if that's something they're even looking into doing.
We talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it in last podcast or podcasts before. But if they do announce it, it'll be $80 and coming out next summer. And the reason I say that is because this year they still have the SNES Classic, and they just announced again that the NES Classic is coming out with a 50th anniversary Shonen Jump Japanese only Famicom. Golden, actually, which is cool. Which is going to have like all the old Shonen Jump exclusive content, like the Dragon Ball games. I think they had, I don't know if they had Fist of the North Star on there as well.
I feel like we talked about it, and I feel like that was one of them.
Could be one of them. But that'd be awesome. So anyway, N64 Classic for $80. The reason I say 80 is because that's like the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
If you go too high, then it becomes, well, when I just mod it or something.
Was Super NES 70?
Super NES was, I think that was 80.
I feel like they go 90 then. I feel like they keep going higher. I don't know if they go.
See, the thing is,
same
though,
amount.
we talked about it too. I think the SNES Classic
Yeah.
was like the best version they're gonna come out with, unless they come out with like a GameCube Mini or something like that,
Okay.
or a like DS or Game Boy collection or something like that. Because N64, we talked about it. Not a lot of those games aged well.
Yeah.
And especially if you're sticking with the same classic controller, if you're gonna do it that way, which I feel like they're gonna mod it down because
They're not gonna have this.
because I have the controller on the shelf up there. You guys can't see it, but that's a big controller.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do it. They're gonna
To
make
fit-
it smaller.
They're gonna have to do
They'll
something.
move the joystick closer to the D-pad, and then they'll keep the buttons, and they'll just make a
Yeah,
smaller
they'll
controller.
they'll mod their own
Yeah.
little. I'm sure because that controller's it's huge, for the mini style,
Yeah.
and I feel like they're gonna kind of convert it back to a more either modern look or keep it like the SNES look with those buttons there. But anyway, I know it's a little far-fetched, but it's not out of the park. It's kind of in the parking lot, if you will.
The parking lot.
But because I don't know, it's just something we talked about, and that'd be very cool if they do. But I think they'll blow minds if they announce it. So if you want to know the type of games or the games we think are gonna be on it, watch our podcast 2 episodes ago when we talked about the N64 Classic. Because there's a patent for it, trademark,
All that other jazz.
It could be for something else. Could be for the eShop. Is that what it is?
I guess.
So, but anyway, that's prediction. Carmine,
Yes.
your prediction.
Last Nintendo prediction before honorable mentions. Metroid Prime 4 will have a trailer with some gameplay. Will not release this year, as a lot of people think it will. It will release in 2019. I think that Nintendo doubles down on Smash and the new Pokemon games that they just recently revealed, and those are going to be the big sellers for Q4.
So give
holiday.
us hope for Metroid. That keeps us
It'll show something
on the
hopefully.
Nintendo train into
Yeah.
the next year.
Yeah.
Where then they could release something else as well.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I think so. Any other honorable mentions from you? Anything might happen. We talked about Fortnite. There's a bunch of rumors pretty much already confirming that Fortnite's a thing on the Switch.
Which makes sense. Which is nice. You get that on the
Yeah.
console. That'd be fun. The only thing, hardware, I don't think. You might get some exclusive controllers, different colors.
Okay.
But to me, that's not really a
You'll
huge...
probably get new Joy-Con colors.
Yeah. To me, though, I don't find that, like, E3 worthwhile. Like, I don't feel like that's, like, E3 material. I think that's, like, you can announce that at any one of your directs somewhere.
Yeah.
Or just do it. Just release it.
A Fortnite bundle with, like, purple Joy-Cons.
Purple Joy-Cons. Could
The
happen.
game's free.
Well, there
What
you
they have
go.
to lose.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll be able to do that with Fortnite the way, because it's on every other system.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know. We'll see what
the
happens.
way the contracts and whatnot are. But there you go.
Other predictions, I do think that potentially because of the partnership Microsoft has had with Minecraft for the Switch, I do think potentially that they do allow somebody like Banjo-Kazooie to show up on Smash. So I think that could be an announcement potentially. I also think we'll obviously see some Bayonetta 3 gameplay because that showed that at the awards, the Game Awards this year.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Any
else?
M rating game you think is going to make a surprise on the Switch?
I mean, I guess maybe stuff that Bethesda's working on because they've had a big partnership.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see Battlefield. I don't see Call of Duty. I just don't see those games.
Yeah.
Showing up on there.
Yeah, no, that'll unfortunately that just reminds me of like the Wii version of Call of Duties where it's like, I mean, not saying the Switch is weak, but compared to when you're talking, Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, specs are, a little bit down there.
Variant.
Yeah, so yeah, you don't want to go from, I guess then was the PS3 graphics to the Wii graphics, which is like, why would I even bother?
Big step down.
Yeah.
I do think that they'll do some Wii U ports. So I do think potentially you might see a Super Mario Land remake or World Super Mario 3D World or Land. One of those.
World.
Whatever the Wii U one was.
I think that was World.
I think that they might port that over, give you a Mario game this year, just to have a Mario game out there. I do think potentially we could see some early stuff looking at a 2D Zelda for the Switch.
Okay.
Like overhead.
Yeah.
Like Link Between Worlds.
I like it.
So
make it happen.
Yeah.
Any handheld surprises?
Nope. Switch is handheld. I don't think we see much, if anything, from 3DS.
Because they just released a Legend of Zelda 2DS XL.
Yeah. But I think that's just them milking that
just
cow.
milking it till
They're
it's
just
on.
milking that cow until they can't sell any more of those. So.
Gotcha. Makes sense. They're weeding it off.
Yeah. Because something like that they'll buy because it's Zelda and it's a collectible.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for them to do that to try and sell through some of their stock.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I don't think we see too many, if any, 3DS announcements. It's probably going to be all Switch because they have a big sales goal that they have to hit by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So
interesting. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else. Like I said, a controller maybe, Joy-Con colors. The Pro, they have their Pro controller out. I mean, the only thing is maybe different skins for it or something. The dock itself, it just went down in price, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Wait and see.
And I think we nailed some good ones, though.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be a good show. Can't wait. A lot of announcements.
I really hope for Goku, and I really hope for N64 Classic. I think Metro Prime, I think that's definitely something that's possible.
Yeah, I think you'll see. I just don't think it's coming out this year. Like a lot of people thought it was coming out this year.
They might surprise you, but I don't think it fits in with everything. I feel like they're going to do what we said. Like, they're going to try to push it for next year.
Yeah.
That way, it keeps you hanging on. Like, oh, I know it's coming out for 2019. But you're not like, oh, I wonder what's coming out for 2019. Yeah, so what do you think about Nintendo, and what are they going to release on E3? Or what are your predictions? That's what I'm looking for.
Found it.
Yes. I knew I'd get there someday.
You got there.
So let us know in the comments below, because we would like to know.